Hi Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of November 8th to the 14th, 2021. Wow, that was weird how these fell down. It's like I was being reminded to show this. I split the deck randomly, the spellcasting deck, which we're going to pull the main focus or two for the week, but we got love. All right, love's on your mind, or love's just a focus as you go through a transformation, or you could find that your love life is going through a transformation. And this didn't come up in love didn't really come up in Capricorns as much, which I just finished. Although they're having a very positive week, luck is on your side. Wow, Taurus, I really feel like whatever you just began or are beginning, there's luck on your side. Okay, there's luck on your side when it comes to love. It's like you might be more work focused or finance focused. It could be very opposite for you, or maybe you find that you are now gaining a new level of balance. Luck is on your side. You're meant for whatever you're working towards, whatever you're going after, whatever's coming towards you at this time. Wow, I didn't expect to sort of begin it in this way. But I do want to, on another sort of separate note, thank you so much for joining me and express my gratitude and appreciation on a sincere level for all of your help, support, your love on this channel. You're helping me grow, okay, this channel to grow this community, all right? And if you haven't yet, do join the Taurus community, okay? Tribe, however you want to word it. All right, but let's pull the overall focus, even though we sort of spoke upon a bit of it already. I just like to see, you know, what flies out. Just make sure my microphone's on. Okay, it is. For my lovely Tauruses, for this upcoming week, the 8th to the 14th, things don't have to be perfect. Just get it done, okay? Clarity. Things are becoming more clear, okay? Ooh. A lack of empowerment at times. All right, some of you wanting more leadership, feeling like you haven't found your empowerment just yet, or the full force of it. Interesting wording. Your full empowerment hasn't come into play. Underlining focus on your dreams. All right, what have you been dreaming about? You know, at night, during the day, when you space out, keeping your dreams alive. There's something you've been wanting to after, maybe something that will empower you. Maybe leadership for some of you, or it could just be a certain type of love or success with somebody in somebody specifically. Keep that hope alive, a very star card feeling, okay? Focus on the moon this week, okay? Wow. Justice, yes. Wow, I almost feel like the whole reading is going to be through this deck. Friendship, okay? There's a huge focus on reconnecting with friends, on the value of friendship, on people just being important to you, these connections within your life. Just sort of separate you from what stresses you out or what you want so badly to the point where it helps you. Does that make sense? You might find that you sort of are very different from the friends that you gather with or that you connect with the most these days, but it's purposeful. You change each other. Wow. That's beautiful. But yeah, clarity is the main focus. All the ones we spoke upon in that deck, this is the main focus. We'll have to get more on that. Let's pull some more Oracle from the Starseed Oracle deck. Do you see how I just smiled? Wow. I was looking at the box for the Starseed deck. I feel like you're elevating, okay? You may feel this lack of empowerment or desire more leadership or power in one way, shape, or form, but you're elevating. Look at this, the cover of this deck, or the box rather. You were elevating, okay? Believe it, embrace it, be one with it. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. You're being called to do what's right for you. You're being called to embrace connections. You're being called to not accept a position at work that isn't where you're meant to end up. That doesn't mean you give up on where you're at. It just means don't settle for less within your mind, within your heart, within your soul, okay? Don't settle for a lack of success within your business. It doesn't mean force it, but you know what I mean. Okay, we have 4 in total. So 3 of these cards, but we're going to pull one for the main part of the reading for all 4, okay? Yeah, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. All right, you're awakening to who you're meant to be or what you're meant to accomplish, who you're meant to connect with or be with to a certain extent. There's a level of clarity coming to be why certain things came to an end, maybe to be revived or just to sort of not come back to life. Don't get angry when people are annoying, okay? We're beginning with loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, let God in. Didn't I just say don't feel the need to force a business getting off the ground or get a certain level of success in one way, shape, or form? Fall into it, okay? There's a level of peace and just flow that happens when you don't sort of force things, and you'll remember that this week. Let's do some shuffling for the small one. This keeps happening with your reading. Some of these starseed cards just fell, and the baby steps card is here. Take baby steps towards what you desire at this time, okay? It doesn't all need to happen within one day. It doesn't need to all happen within the week. At times you feel you need to ground yourself with Earthed card. You feel like you don't have enough time in the day. You feel like you don't have time in the week. You know, you're like, wow, I have a busy schedule, or wow, I just want to get together with everybody while I have a hefty work schedule, right? Or just a lot to accomplish around the house or errands, and it's like, catch your breath. All right, you do it with a level of grace. I feel as if you won't word things perfectly this week, all right? And I feel like you'll stop and be like, it's fine, right? But I just feel like you're accomplishing things with a level of grace and gratitude this week, and it's going to help you with the end result, even if it doesn't. That end result doesn't come to be this week. That was on more of a larger sense, that end result not happening this week, but things even the smaller things you want to accomplish this week. You know, tasks at work, errands, I'm thinking laundry, okay? It's interesting because we have that loosen your grip card, which is about Ace of Swords and death, okay? Don't allow yourself to feel the need to force a fresh start or the ending that you desire at this time. Feels like one or maybe two situations in your life aren't perfect, okay? And you want them to be replaced, or you want to move up to something bigger and better, or just a better version of it, all right? Feeling as if you're thinking a lot about your money, presenting a level of work or information or knowledge to benefit you and maybe a company or your business. Don't tighten your grip to the point where you put an amount of pressure on a situation, to the point where it doesn't progress in the way it's meant to. All right, feeling like you're very motivated, very ready to go, at times very overly serious, when those around you are a bit more, I was hearing uptight, okay, fine, whatever. They might be more uptight than you, which is a lot, but I feel like there are people around you who are more fun-oriented or just kind of more bubbly, and you're just at times like very, I got to plan, I got to put in the work, I got to accomplish this, very task-oriented individual this week, very analytical, okay? Just don't force it. Just don't force it. Just go with the flow this week. With how you're feeling, go with it. If certain emotions pop up where you feel like there's a moment throughout a day or a day out of the week where you're emotional, it's because you're exiting a very hefty chapter. It's like you still have a lot going on, but you're exiting a hefty chapter. Don't stress over past situations that didn't come to be. They're being popped in your memory due to your spiritual connection. These seven star sisters, birthing creation's tapestry of life expression. Did you see what just happened? There are moments throughout the week where you have to force yourself to slow it down, to pace yourself. You're going to feel the need to once again accomplish everything quicker, sooner. It doesn't need to happen that way. You'll get it done. Let the pressures that people are putting on your shoulder or is just in the air subside, just fall to the wayside, right? You do a better job of producing, quality work when you don't stress yourself out. But you're birthing creations, right? You're expressing yourself even when you don't feel up to it, you're expressing yourself. People are drawn to you. People notice you. You're very much in the spotlight this week for your passion, even when it's a feisty sort of fed up passion or depleted passion, feeling like people just see how creative you are, even if it comes to creative solutions. Yeah, whatever you're presenting, creating, working on, building, people are noticing you. People are just like, wow, Taurus, you are gifted, skilled in a lot of ways. It went kind of quiet around me as I started continue speaking on the card. It's like things will go quiet when people notice you. It'll just be this kind of eerie, sort of weird but powerful moment, and you're like, yeah, I've always known I've been meant to be somebody, right? more than I have been up until this point. You might find that you have a stressful situation you're dealing with at this time, or noisy, or just a headache. You're not alone, okay? Isolation, physical connection, community. Again, this friendship card, I'll hold them up together, okay? Ooh, an underlining focus on your confidence. I'm seeing somebody strut down the street. To be honest, completely honest, they showed me myself walking down the street. I have Taurus and my Mars, and I find that all Taurus readings, for the most part, resonate with me. But I really just saw myself strutting down the street after work in my tie, you know, or wherever I'm going. But anyway, so you're not alone, and I feel like you will really feel that this week, and your friends, your coworkers, your family will just be drawn to your confidence and just be like, okay, doing something right. You've been through a lot of shit that's not, you know, a secret at this point. Certain parts of that is secretive, right? But it just feels like you will have that level of support in what you're going after, or just kind of in the background, right? It's like when you stress the most or you feel sort of overwhelmed by something, once again, a friend will reach out or multiple friends will reach out. I'm getting a group text and they'll sort of help you calm down or just help you balance out or just remind you that you're loved. And you don't understand how much you're helping them in the process as well. It's this sort of back and forth growing situation. Two aces, very abundant when it comes to connections, no longer feeling alone. It's like those connections that you find most dear to your heart this week that come through for you or just are there when you most need them, even if they don't mean to. They leave you sort of feeling even more confident. I feel like you can't really have too much more confidence, but hey, all right, you're ready to give birth to something new. This is a long reading already. That was just the oracle cards. Okay, we're going to pull the main part of the reading from the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck. Yeah, don't rush. Okay. Something will be when it's meant to be. It'll come to be how it's meant to be. People will just get over it if they sort of want something done quicker. Okay. Okay, this one's falling onto the ground. Sorry if I have stuff in the background, ignore it. Queen of Cups. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this makes sense. You know what? I honestly don't feel the need to clarify these very much. With the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords, you are passionately going after a fresh start or a passionate ending, an upgrade in one way, shape, or form. Maybe multiple upgrades, okay? Feeling the need to march to the beat of your own drum in a lot of ways. Two Knights, a lot of aces in this reading, okay? Action, motivation, confidence once again. Queen of Cups. It's an emotional beginning to the week, but it's like you sort of cheersing with friends or by your lonesome to a level of clarity, okay? Or just feeling more so on the right path in a lot of ways. Wow, that's beautiful. You might be coming off a bit cold to others, but it's okay. Who cares? Okay? Very sort of, a lot is being created or a lot of productivity is taking place at night, whether it's late at night or sort of in the middle of the night. I've been doing some readings in the middle of the night again. Not yours, but anyways, it is nighttime. Eight of Swords. There's a situation where you're feeling trapped, okay? It could be, I feel like two at most. Let's pull one for this. Let's see what kind of situation this is for the majority of you. I'm going to pull a couple signs. Strength. You might be trapped with a Leo, or you may need to sort of dig for that inner strength when it comes to whatever is stressing you out at this time or just is too chaotic. It could be a living situation, work, it could be a relationship. Okay, it could be, I want to say friendship, even though, because friendship is a focus this week, but it's like the ones that are helping you or sort of a beautiful focus or sort of taking away or making you, putting a spotlight on a friendship that doesn't work anymore. Interesting. This Eight of Swords is aligned with loosen your grip, okay? It's like it's like without meaning to at times, you're holding on to this situation too tightly. You don't want to let it go for whatever reason. You may sort of feel as if it's meant to be with you or they're meant to be with you. Let it go. You not fully sort of fall away this week, but it's meant to eventually. And I kind of got sad when I said that. There's more on the horizon, there's better, all right? You can't see the future to what's meant to transpire, what's not meant to be yet, but that clarity is coming to be for other situations, and this might be a level of clarity you need to understand at this point and just accept. Six of Swords in reverse, all right? There is a situation that is allowing you to express yourself or just feel complete or fulfilled or just impress people in one way, shape, or form, and you can't leave it. Not yet. Okay? I feel like this is work, your business, something that is important to you. You can't leave it. Okay? You can't sort of move away from it. Remember, this was aligned, or this was clarified by the Three of Pentacles, where however you're presenting yourself, however you're sort of expressing yourself once again, improving your life in one way, shape, or form, it's purposeful, even if it's temporary. It is not the time to leave it. Tapestry of life, okay? Keep creating, keep expressing. You're meant to. There's something about your vibes this week that make something more successful than you expected or other people might have expected. You're going to blow people away, blow their minds. All right, King of Wands in reverse. And it's like you finish off the week with this lack of confidence in your skill sets or within yourself for whatever reason. It might be due to a lot of outside factors like your spiritual connection or just certain emotions that resurface, maybe your dreams. But being aligned with this You're Not Alone card, it's those friends that make you so abundant, that make you feel this level of abundance and connected. Just maybe a bit emotional because you felt so alone recently. It might be a loved one, you know, by that I mean family, or it might be a relationship or somebody who wants to date you. It's like making your way into the following week, they turn this in the upright, or they at least assist you in moving towards that. You have so many beautiful souls surrounding you at this time, and you need to sort of understand that and not forget that as you go through a week of a lot of clarity and a lot of connections, okay, a lot of creating, a lot of success in a huge amount of ways where you're just being pushed to loosen that grip, and go with the flow and allow for things to transpire in the way they're meant to. As you have been experiencing a lot of change, but there's still a lot of change to experience on the horizon as you become more of who you're meant to, as you realize you're at least starting to head down the right path. Absolutely amazing. Good for you, Taurus. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Taurus.